Good morning, everyone. Now, the next part, that is part 4 of the lesson, some basic concept of chemistry is molecular mass. Okay, you all are aware of the molecular mass. So, when we have to find out the molecular mass, we add the atomic masses. So, molecular mass is the sum of sum of the atomic masses. Clear? Atomic masses of the element present in the molecule. Clear? So how we find out the molecular masses? Molecular mass. Let's take one example. For example, our task is to find out the molecular mass of the CH4. The CH4 is the methane. So we know that the atomic mass of the carbon is 12. So 12 plus 4. This one is 4. Multiply 1. So how much? It is 16U. So this is the way to find out the molecular mass. Okay. Here we have added the atomic mass. This is the atomic mass of carbon and this one is the atomic mass of the hydrogen. Clear? So this way we can calculate the molecular mass of any of the compound. Clear? So let's take another example. For example, we have H2SO4 and we have to calculate the molecular mass of H2SO4. So for that is the 2 multiply 1. What is 1? 1 is the atomic mass of the hydrogen plus a sulfur, that is 32. 32 then plus 4 multiply 16. Clear? So that is, I think it is now if you calculate this one, it is 98U. So this way we can find out the molecular mass. Clear? Now the next one is the formula mass. Formula mass. So formula mass is clear from name. When we have a formula and then by adding the element present in the formula, we get the formula mass. Clear? So in case of the formula mass, some substances like sodium chloride, that is NaCl, this is the formula of the sodium chloride, do not contain the discrete molecule as their constituent unit. So in such compound, we have this one as a positive and this one as a negative entities are arranged in the three-dimensional structure. So it may be that in the case of the sodium chloride, the Na, it is a positive and it is surrounded by the Cl negative. It is surrounded by the Cl minus. So the formula of such a NaCl is used to calculate the formula mass. If, in case of the formula mass, we require the formula. So with the help of that formula, we can easily calculate the formula mass. So if you want to calculate the formula mass of the NaCl, so for that that is the atomic mass of Na plus atomic mass of Cl. So this is a formula. So this one is the 23 plus for Cl it is 35.5. So it is nearly is equal to 58.5 U. So by this way you can easily calculate the formula mass. By using the formula, you can easily calculate the formula mass of any of the compound. Clear? So this is called the formula mass and this is the way to calculate the formula mass. Now the next topic is mole concept. Okay, mole concept. So a mole is a collection of of 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23 particle. A mole is a collection of 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23 particles. So the number 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23, this number is called Avogadro's constant. Okay, this number is called Avogadro constant, or it is also known as Avogadro number. We can call it as a Avogadro constant or Avogadro number. So it is denoted by capital N and small a. This is the designation for the Avogadro number. So in other words, a mole is a Avogadro number of particle. We can say that a mole is an Avogadro number of particle. Clear? For example, 1 mole of hydrogen atom is equal to 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atom. Clear? 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atom. Clear? And 1 mole of sodium ion is equal to 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23 sodium ion. Clear? So the value of 1 mole is equal to 1 mole of anything, that is, it may be hydrogen, it may be sodium, it may be an electron, 1 mole of electron, it is 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23. Clear? So now it is clear to you that the exact value of Avogadro number, which is represented by capital N and small a, is equal to 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23. It is the actual value. Okay, actual value is nearly about 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23. But in case of the calculation, we are using 6.022 multiply 10 to the power 23. We are using this value for the Avogadro number. So now if you want to describe the mole, the mole, so a mole is defined as the atom of the substance. A mole is defined as the atom of the substance that contain as many particles or entities. Now here the meaning of the particle and the entity is the atoms, molecules or ions. Clear? As there are atom in exactly 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. So carbon 12 is taken as a standard. It is taken as a carbon 12 isotope is taken as a standard unit to explain the concept of the mole. Okay, to explain the concept of the mole. Now the next topic is percentage composition. Okay, this is the next topic, percentage composition. Clear? So to determine the molecular formula of a compound, we begin by measuring the mass or the mass percentage of each element present in the compound. So the composition is generally expressed as a mass percentage composition. The percentage, if you want to calculate the percentage of the compound, so it is generally expressed as a mass percentage composition. So mass percentage gives the mass. It gives the mass of each element expressed as the percentage of the total mass. So by this way, this is the way to express the mass percentage. or in other words, it gives the number of the gram of the element present in the 100 gram of a compound, and it is obtained by dividing the mass of each element in 1 mole of a compound by the molar mass of a compound and multiply by the 100. Okay, so mass percentage. So there is a formula to find out the mass percentage of an element. Okay, if you want to find out the mass percentage of an element, so there is a formula, that is the mass of that element in 1 mole compound. Okay, 1 mole compound divided by molar mass and multiply by 100. So this is the formula to calculate the mass percentage. Okay, so for example, you have glucose C6H12O6. This is the formula of glucose. Clear? Now your task is to find out the mass percentage of this one, that is the carbon, hydrogen and the oxygen. This is the question. How to calculate the mass percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and the given sample is the glucose. Okay, so to calculate the mass percentage, first of all find out the molar mass of C6H12O6. Okay, molar mass of C6H12O6. Okay, so how to calculate? 6 multiply 12 plus 12 multiply 1 plus 6 multiply 60. It is 180 U. Its value is nearly about 180 U. Now we have the molar mass. Now this one is, we have the molar mass. Okay, so now calculate the mass percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen one by one. We can't calculate it in a combined form. We have to calculate in a separate manner. Clear? So the formula, this is the formula C6H12O6. So the formula, this formula of glucose shows that there are 6 carbon. There are 6 carbon atom, there are 12 hydrogen atom and there are 6 oxygen atom. Clear? So mass of carbon, first of all to find out the mass of carbon, clear, is equal to 6 multiply 12. How much we have? 72. This is the mass. This is not mass percentage. This one is not mass percentage. This is the mass of the carbon. That is 6 multiply 12 is equal to 72. Now, if you find out the mass percentage of carbon, okay, so how much carbon is present in this one? Mass of the given element, that is 72. What is the molar mass? That is 180. Multiply by 100. So it is nearly about 40%. The answer is, if you solve this one, so you get the answer as a 40%. So the mass percentage of carbon is 40%. So by applying the same formula, we can easily calculate the mass percentage of hydrogen as well as the mass percentage of the oxygen. Now the next topic is empirical formula and molecular formula. This is the next topic, empirical formula and the molecular formula. Okay. So let us discuss one by one. First of all, let's discuss the empirical formula. So the formula which gives the simplest whole number ratio of the atom of various elements present in one molecule of the compound. It gives the simplest whole number ratio of the atom of the various element present in 1 mole of the compound. This is called the empirical formula. Clear? For example, empirical formula of H2O2, that is the hydrogen peroxide, is HO. It is HO. So it represents the hydrogen and oxygen are present in a ratio of, that is, its ratio is 1:1. Its ratio is 1:1 in hydrogen peroxide. Clear? And let's discuss, first of all, discuss the molecular formula. Then we have solve a question. Then we can easily understand how to find out the molecular formula as well, empirical as well as the molecular formula. Okay. So molecular formula means the formula which give the actual, number of atoms of various elements present in one molecule of the compound. It gives, okay, the formula which give the actual number of atom of various element present in a one molecule of a compound. So by the help of the molecular formula, we get the actual information about the number of atom of the various elements. Okay, number of atom of the various elements. Done. So let's take an example. Clear? So a numerical by which we can easily get the idea how to find out the empirical formula as well as the molecular formula. Okay, so let's take a question. Then, so we have a question. A compound contain 4% of hydrogen, 24% of carbon, okay, and 71% of chlorine. We have a compound which contain 4% of hydrogen, 24% of carbon, and 71% of chlorine. Clear? Molar mass is given to us. Molar mass is equal to 98 gram. Molar mass is given. Find out the empirical formula and the molecular formula. Clear? The question is find out the empirical formula and the molecular formula. So such type of a questions involve few steps. Okay. So step 1. So in this step, the first is conversion of mass percent to gram. So you have to convert these sign of the percentage to the gram. Okay. So since we are having the mass percent, it is convenient to use 100 gram of a compound as the starting material. So thus in the 100 gram sample of the above compound, that is 4 gram hydrogen, 24 gram carbon, and 71 gram. Convert it like this. Don't do anything else. Only in place of the percentage sign, use the sign of the gram. That is in place of the percentage, use gram. 24% use gram, 71% use gram. So this is the first step. Now the step 2. Step 2. So what happened in step 2? Convert into number of moles. Convert into number of moles. Okay. So convert it into the number of moles. So divide the masses obtained by respective atomic mass by the various elements. So if you want to moles of hydrogen is equal to given mass. Which one is the given mass? That is 4. What is the molar mass of hydrogen? That is 1. It is equal to 4. So moles of, next one is the carbon. How much is given? That is, given mass is 24. What is the molar mass of the hydrogen? That is 12. It is near about 2. Then moles of Cl. Given is 71. Okay. And the molar mass is 35. So it is nearly about 2. Okay. So by this way we get the moles of the hydrogen, moles of the carbon as well as the moles of the chlorine. Okay. Now the step 3. Divide the mole value obtained. Divide the mole value obtained above by smallest number. So here the smallest number is 2. 2 is the smallest number. So divide all these 3 value by 2. Okay. So 2 is the smallest value. So if you divide this one by 2, you get 2 ratio 2 multiply 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Ratio 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So 2 is for which one? 2 is for hydrogen, 1 is for carbon, and 1 is for Cl. So this ratio we get such type of a ratio. Okay. So in case of the ratio are not whole number, then they may be converted into the whole number by multiplying the suitable coefficient. Okay. So now the step 4. This is the step 3. Write empirical formula. Write empirical formula by mentioning the number after writing the symbol. So use this symbol, use this element and try to make a sensible element. Try to make a sensible formula. Okay. So for that, how much hydrogen we have? 2. C is 1. This one is 1. So write down a sensible formula. CH2Cl. CH2Cl. Clear? So this is the empirical formula. Now step 5. Write down the molecular formula. So there are 2 steps. Determine empirical formula mass at the atomic mass of various atoms present in the empirical formula. So first of all, determine the molecular mass of this one. Okay. So carbon is 12 plus 2 multiply 1 plus 35. So it is nearly about 49 gram. Okay. Now the second step. This is the first step. So the second step is divide molar mass by empirical formula mass. Okay. So what is the molar mass? Molar mass is already given in the question. That is 98 gram. So the molar mass is equal to 98 upon empirical formula mass. Upon empirical formula mass. So empirical formula mass is, that is 49. It is 2. Let us consider it as a n. We get the answer 2. Let us designate it as a n. Now the third step. In the third step, multiply the empirical formula by n. Multiply the empirical formula by n obtained above to get the molecular formula. So the empirical formula is, this one is the empirical formula, CH2Cl. Okay, CH2Cl. So multiply it with n, and the n is equal to how much? 2. The value of n is equal to 2. Clear? So the molecular formula, okay, 2 multiply C, we have C2. H2 multiply 2, we have H4, we have Cl. Clear? So this is the molecular formula. So by this way, we can easily get the answer. We can easily find out the molecular formula as well as the empirical formula. Clear? So with this, we have completed this one topic. Now, thank you for today.